All right, y'all. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Thinkful Sports. Um, I had been working on a video. I know I had been kind of missing for a minute. I had a video that I was preparing for you guys to kind of like make this a return and all that good stuff. Um, but you guys know the news. I'm not here to give you guys anything you probably haven't heard already. Despite so many news outlets confirming that Messi was going to stay with Barcelona and re-sign a new contract, within the last 24 hours, it was announced he changed his mind. And just like that, instead of going to Barcelona to finalize that contract and stay with Barcelona where he fucking belongs, he's leaving. So it's part two all over again. The same feelings that came up last year when he said he wanted to leave, but slightly different. And this time around, I think it's a little bit more disappointing. Last year when he said he wanted to go, I completely understood. The club was in shambles. We to keep it simple, we fucking sucked. We didn't have a project. We didn't have a good coach. Like, there were multiple reasons why he wanted to leave, and we understood. This time around, though, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because we have a good team. We have a good team that's ready to compete. We've plugged in a lot of holes that we were missing. We brought Coleman in. We told him, all right, bro, we trust you. Lead the way. It seemed like Messi was on board, bro. We even brought Kun Agüero, you feel me? Like, he was finally going to play with his boy. And the reasons haven't come out yet. But from my understanding, it all just comes down to the money. The issue right now is that Barcelona is in a terrible economic situation, for multiple reasons. Terrible signings in the last few years, extremely high wages for players that barely even play. And, the pandemic definitely didn't hit, so that, they... Hold on. All right, your boy had to go close the window, but the show goes on. Terrible economic situation because of poor signings, extremely high wages, and the pandemic that obviously affected ticket sales and everything else. So the club is in a very bad position. Now, when Joan Laporta took over as president, he promised that he would change that, and he said that he would keep Messi. Messi had agreed to lower his salary for the first 2 years, let the club kind of get, back into the groove of things. And then from there on, continue making the same money that he deserves to be making, that he would be making somewhere else. Now, it's been a minute. It's been a couple months. And the club hasn't really sold anybody yet. We've sold a few players here and there, but they've made like 47 mil. And the club is close to $1 billion in debt. So the issue ends up being, and the issue why we hadn't announced Messi yet, the issue is that Barcelona cannot afford this much salary. So it's almost like in the NBA and the NFL where there's a salary cap. Basically, La Liga has told them, hey, you need to lower your salary before you can put Messi in, because we still have players that are making an insane amount of money. We have Coutinho making a bunch of money. We have Pjanic making a bunch of money. And so, when all these salaries add up, the club is in debt, but they're also, it really just comes all down to the money for me, in my eyes. I don't think Messi wanted to leave because he didn't love the club. I don't think Messi wanted to leave because he didn't believe in the team that we had, because if he didn't believe in the project, he would have dipped a long time ago. But again, the issue is that the salaries, the money situation hasn't been solved yet. And so if it hasn't been solved yet, Messi's been patient. I mean, the league starts in the next few weeks, man. The league is set to start, and if we can't put him on the roster, if we can't sign him up as a player, if we can't sign him up with his contract, Messi got tired of waiting. He told the club, like, hey, bro, you guys figure it out. When you guys figure it out, I'm down. But we haven't even been able to figure it out to make it work for him. And so, man, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know Messi personally. He fucking tell me this personally, but I think it just comes down to the money. With that being said, though, I do think that there's pros and cons. Obviously, the con is we're missing the fucking greatest player to ever fucking touch a ball. We won't have him on our team anymore. But that also gives us a little bit of a breathing room because now we don't have to force sell all these players that we already have. For example, Coutinho might get more opportunities in that center attacking mid role that, sometimes we were forced to kind of give up based on based on the lineup that we had. Dembele might stick around. Griezmann's gonna stick around, and it's not like we have a terrible team. Okay, if we look especially at our front line, obviously we're missing Messi, but if you look at our front line, we got Griezmann, Memphis Depay, we got Dembele, we got Ansu Fati, we got Kun Agüero. So it's not like we have a bunch of scrubs, okay, especially up top. The club needs to recover from this. And one of the best ways to recover from this is by letting go of some of the bigger contracts. So I understand that not having Messi on the team is going to lose a lot of money for the club when it comes to, jersey sales, promotion rights, like everything that had to do with the club. The club became as big as it did in part because of Messi, in large part because of Messi. So we won't be getting that type of money. However, again, now we don't have to worry about like rushing these deals for these players. Like we were rushing a transfer for Coutinho, who we paid like more than 200 mil for, and now all of a sudden like we're gonna sell him for like 300 for like 30 mil. So we don't have to force those contracts anymore. We don't have to sell Griezmann, who fucking loves the club more than anything, dude, and he is happy at the club. He's the second part of his season, he was amazing. So we don't have to get rid of him anymore. It felt like in order to keep Messi, we had to do the impossible to make sure that we were able to fix, the money situation and, have enough to keep him around. So now it doesn't feel like we have to force a situation. Now we can really look at it and be like, okay, these are the players that we have. If a good offer comes, it comes. If not, so be it. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation as a Barca fan. And I've said it before. I think a part of me last year when he said he left, when he said he wanted to leave, I think a part of me really that was the first time that I really understood that he could leave. I always thought he was just gonna stay just because Messi and Barcelona go hand in hand. But the idea that Messi wasn't gonna stick around forever has already been implemented in my head. It's disappointing. It's sad because I thought he was going to stay. All accounts had been saying that he was going to stay. On Barca Boys, Lex and I had been talking about Messi was going to stay since like March. So I was pretty confident that he was going to stay, because of everything. Like we had a good project going with new players. We had done tremendously with the signings. And he seemed happy, man. He seemed happy after that Copa America. It just felt like the football universe just kind of like rounded out. He seemed happy. I thought he was going to be excited to come back home and really get started with the season. I don't know where it went wrong. And I guess we'll have to see for the next few days to really get more insight on how this happened. What made him decide to change his mind? Was his mind always made up like this? Was he just chilling on a boat with Suarez, knowing damn well that he wasn't going to be playing with us? Was he out there chilling with PSG players, knowing that he was going to join them? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, last year, I kind of understood it because, we were shit. But this year, it was like, dude, we're getting better. Why do you want to leave? So I don't know, man. I mean, I'll release another video once the actual situation, because it hasn't really clicked for me just 100% just yet. So I might be doing a part 2 out of this. But in the meantime, man, I'm just confused. I'm just hurt. I don't really know what went wrong. So you know, man, at the end of the day, the club will continue. The club is bigger than any player. Fuck, man, it's tough. It's tough. I didn't expect this. I didn't wake up this morning expecting his fucking news, man. So, yeah, man, more to come. More to come. I didn't want my first video back to be a video like this. I wanted it to be more positive and stuff. I might just drop that video anyway. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Please don't come in and clown, man. Like, if you guys are coming in like, oh, let's see, keep that to yourself, man. Like, I'm fucking grieving right now. You know what I mean, man? Like, it's a tough day out here for a pimp. So let me know what you guys think, though, man. Like, why do you think he just changed his mind? Like, do you think that Barcelona could have done something? But this is it, man. This is it. Because last year he said he wanted to go. He did this. But now the club has announced it. Like, it's official. He's not continuing. So now, where does he go? We will be discussing that more in the upcoming days, man. So make sure you follow your boy, man. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing videos again. Just had a tough summer. Just got fucking worse. But yeah, man, hopefully your day is going better than my day. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel. Follow your boy on all social media at underscore Tincho Sports on Instagram, at Tincho Sports on Twitter. Let me know what you guys think, man. Como siempre. See you guys later.